Hey friends, so I made these crab beignets for the latest Super Bowl party. They're very super easy. You can have these at your house or you can take them over to a friend's. You can also have these as just appetizers for your dinner parties, or if you just want to have a snack, well, an expensive snack, but a snack nevertheless. But these are very simple to make. I'm going to have the recipe on my website, and a link to that will be in the video description. So to get started, you want to make sure that you have some lump crab. I got these from this particular can from Sam's Club. It was about $24 when I bought it. So I am going to take all the crab meat out of the can and put it in a bowl. And then I'm going to start prepping to get my sauce together. But you're going to need some lemon. So I'm going to cut this lemon in half and I'm going to squeeze the juice out of each side. You can also use some concentrated lemon juice, but you know, I wanted to make this as fresh as possible. I also cracked 2 large eggs already. I'm just going to squeeze that lemon juice into this particular bowl. And each side of the lemon is going to squeeze out about a teaspoon of lemon juice. So like 1/2 is going to be about a teaspoon, and then the other half is going to be another teaspoon. So I've squeezed out on both sides. And if you don't like the flavor of lemon, you know, you can skip this. But again, I'm just using like 1 full lemon to do this. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is add some mayo, and I'm using a full cup of mayo. Use whatever brand that you like. This just so happens to be Kraft mayo. I know a lot of folks like Duke's or Hellman's. Any of that is fine. And then after you've whisked all of this together, you want to add your seasoning. So I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of Old Bay, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and a full tablespoon of parsley, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. Optionally, you can also add some scallions and some red onion. My husband doesn't like those types of things, so I didn't add that in there. So I skipped that. Next thing you want to do is pour that sauce over the lump crab. And I realized while I was doing this, I did not add the Dijon mustard, so I'm going to add that later while I'm mixing this up. So the next step is to add 1.5 cups of panko breadcrumbs, which I've already done in this particular section of the video. And I'm just going to stir that up. And then, like I had said earlier, I forgot to add the Dijon mustard, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard and then mix that up into the mixture. Once all of that is incorporated, you want to get an ice cream scooper, and you're going to scoop out the lump crab meat, and you're going to make these little balls. So I have like some medium-sized balls here. So I use the ice cream scooper, and then I roll them up a little bit in my hand using some gloves so it's not as sticky. And then I am putting those balls into this oil. I'm using canola oil, and I'm going to fry each side of the crab beignets for about 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes on each side. And to turn it over to the other side, I'm using like a wooden spoon, because if you use tongs, you're just going to be squeezing the crab meat, and it's just going to get like really mushy, and it's going to be hard to pick up. So I'm using a wooden spoon to turn them over. And again, you're going to cook each side for about 4 to 5 minutes. Once that's done, I'm getting like a wire scooper so that I can get the crab out of there, as well as be draining that grease at the same time. And I'm going to be adding these into like a pan with some paper towel so that they can drain on there. I could have also used like a cooking rack, but I didn't want them rolling around everywhere, so I just added them into this pan with some paper towels just to drain them. So yeah, so you're gonna keep doing this in batches. I wanna say I had like about 15 to 16 of these balls. And again, I was using like a 16 ounce or 1 pound of lump crab to do this. So that's about how many you're going to end up making. And again, it all depends on how big you make these too. And these are like a medium size that I'm making them. So yeah, so I hope you like this recipe. Again, it's super simple and easy. Just make sure you have all your ingredients that you're going to use out already. That makes the process much faster and easier. So remember that I'll have the link to the recipe in the video description, and don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, do all the things. See you next time.